that's what you make it.
Hey guys, and welcome to another pregnancy update. Today I am 15 weeks, 3 days, and it just feels so weird and foreign to even be saying that and have those words come out of my mouth, but also so good. So this week the baby is the size of a navel orange, or for those of us who cannot picture a navel orange right now, it's about 10 centimeters, a little bit more. And so I have my like tape measure. I always bring this out and I look at it and I'm like, what the heck, how is it that big already? Like each week I just am blown away. So where my finger is 10 centimeters, and that's living inside of me right now. So I have a few things that I want to talk about that I have thought of, and then I also asked you guys on Instagram to let me know what you guys want to know. So I'll start with my little note and then we'll move on to your guys' questions. By far the most exciting and miraculous thing about this week slash part of last week is that I'm feeling baby move now, and it is just so cool. I feel it pretty much all day long. Like there are like little rest periods, but pretty much at any point of the day, like I can feel baby moving and kicking and whatever. I just imagine baby like doing somersaults in there and like having a dance party in there. But it's so surreal. It is the coolest thing ever, and like I just can't believe it. And it's really cool that I'm feeling it so early at 15 weeks. According to my last ultrasound report, my placenta is mostly posterior, so that's definitely helping me feel baby more early. And I also kind of think that through all of like the IVFs and everything, I'm very in tune with my body, so maybe that helps as well. I don't know, either way, I'm just so excited about it. And I'm even more excited for the upcoming weeks when Caleb might be able to feel it from the outside. Because then I feel like he has like an extra connection to the pregnancy that maybe he didn't have before, because he's not, you know, living it day to day. And so that will be really cool. Another pretty great thing is that I don't have any more nausea. I didn't have it that bad. As you guys know, it was pretty mild for me, but it was definitely there. I only threw up twice this pregnancy. But as of today, I don't feel any nausea in the morning, during the day, or at night at all, really. So I'm hoping it stays that way. I did think I experienced some heartburn, and almost like a severe case of it, where there was a few days where every time I would breathe in or anything, like this section was really painful. It was like sharp pains. I almost went to the emergency room actually, or the urgent care, just to get it checked out because I was really worried. But it went away after 3 days and it hasn't really been back since. So I'm going to tell my midwife about it when I see her this afternoon and just make sure that that's like normal. Other than that, that's kind of all my symptoms. I am still tired, definitely not the same tiredness I had in the first trimester. I mean, if you think about the first trimester, you are literally growing something from the size of a poppy seed and a ball of cells to a human being. Like, it's pretty amazing, like, to think that you are doing that and nobody knows about it because you're just laying in bed and puking your guts out, but you're doing something really incredible. And so of course that takes a lot of energy, and I think the second trimester is a lot easier in the sense of that, but I'm still like tired all the time and wish I could sleep and nap all the time. Some cool things about baby this week is that baby is practicing breathing in there, making breathing motions and breathing in the amniotic fluid. I don't know, this is what my apps tell me. Baby also could be starting to grow hair, which is really exciting to think of. Baby's moving a ton and bending knees. And the other cool thing is that baby's legs are actually now longer than its arms, whereas before it was kind of like disproportionate, but it's starting to look more and more like a baby. I do have my second midwife appointment this week, which is, it's actually today, like literally after I'm filming this. So I'm really excited about that one. It's just always fun when there's like anything to do with baby at all. So I get excited for literally every little appointment. I'm now completely in maternity clothes and will not even touch my pre-pregnancy clothes because it's just not worth it. I'm sure I could probably fit into some of them, but it's just like, I'm not the kind of person who lives a day being uncomfortable. I just do not handle that well. So I've packed up all of my pre-pregnancy pants and put them aside, and my drawer is now full with my maternity stuff. Obviously shirts, I can still wear like some of the pre-pregnancy shirts for a while, but yeah, pants are a no-go. And as for cravings, this is funny to me because so many people in like movies about pregnancy, like they depict pregnant women as like these crazy monsters who are always craving so many weird things, and I don't know like how accurate that is. I don't really crave anything specific, to be honest. I just, like, if I could say I crave anything, it's craving food that is made by someone else. Craving food like takeout or restaurant or something that's not in my effort, which obviously isn't a craving, that's just a sign of laziness, but you know what, I'll take what I can get. Okay, so now I'm gonna head to Instagram and read a few of these and see which ones I can answer that I didn't already. One that came up a lot is about baby names. So Caleb and I actually do have both baby names picked out, both first and middle name for both boy and girl. And the boy name we have actually had picked out for years, like probably 3 years or more, honestly. It has been in our minds for a very long time, and it is so precious, and I am still so in love with it, like even more now than I was like when we first picked it. It is a really good name and we love it. And then the girl's name, we actually have only had this one picked out for about 6 months. I think once we really were starting the embryo adoption like process, we were like, okay, let's really think about a girl name because this could possibly be a real thing. And so we picked one and I really love it, and even after 6 months we're still really in love with it as well. And so the big thing for us about finding the gender, like honestly, it has to do with the names. I'm just so excited to use one of those names and to like identify the baby as the name that we're gonna use and the one that we've loved for so long. It's just so surreal. As for telling you guys, we do plan on doing like a name reveal, and we do plan on telling before the baby comes. I don't know like between what point. It'll definitely be after the gender reveal and before the birth, but it's somewhere in between there. I'm not exactly sure, but it'll be a special video, I think. Next one is about a baby moon. So we really wanted to. I don't know if it's going to work out with just our work schedules and everything this time, but we might try to make like a long weekend work or something like that. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. Am I feeling connected to baby? I think it is something that increases more and more each day, and especially as new like milestones come. I think that the first few weeks was definitely really hard for me. Even the first couple months, I was living in, honestly, a constant fear. I was just so afraid that it would be taken away from me, that I was dreaming it all up in my head. Like every time we'd have an ultrasound, I like would believe that it was real in the ultrasound, and then an hour later when I am home, I'm like, ah, no, that was someone else's baby. That wasn't really my baby on the screen. Like they just mixed it up, right? Like it's kind of sad thinking about it now, of not enjoying that time because I was so afraid. But I really feel like now each day I'm like more and more investing my heart and more like connected to baby, especially now that I feel baby move. It's like another level entirely. It's like, whoa, you're there. I know you're there all day long, and I feel you, and I am your source of life, and that is like the coolest feeling. Another question is, will I be trying breastfeeding? And yes, I definitely will give it a good hard try. I don't want to go into it feeling like I have to, or that there's so much pressure on me, but that is something I really want to do, and I've always wanted to do, so I'm going to give it my very best try. And I'm really excited. Everything that I've heard is that it's a really special bonding time, and I don't know, it's just something I'm really looking forward to. So lots of questions about the gender reveal. So our plan right now is that we are going to do the scan, which is a Friday, and then have them put the answer in an envelope and not tell us. And I'm probably gonna drop it off with my friend right after, so I'm not tempted to peek, and ask her to like put either color in the item. I think we might be doing a balloon. And then we'll do the gender reveal the next day on the Saturday with friends and family. That's sort of my plan. That's something that I've always like thought would be really fun to do. So I want to basically milk this whole experience as much as I can and do all the cheesy stuff and all the like exciting little moments. So that's our plan. And then as for revealing to you guys, it will probably be like right away. Like however long it takes to edit the video, and make sure that any family who wasn't at the reveal gets to know and find out as well, and then it'll probably be posted like right away. There are a couple of questions regarding the birth, like my plan for that, and it's still something I'm really working out. I have always had this like vision of what I think I would want, and so I'm trying to like build off of that and see if that's really what I want to do. So I'm not sure exactly yet the details, but when I do figure it all out, I'm sure I'll probably make a video and explain my plan to you guys. I know that it doesn't always go according to plan, obviously, but I will share when I know. My friend Katie asked if we have any traditions that we're looking forward to with our little one, and there definitely are a lot that I think will start once baby comes, because Caleb and I, like, we have a few little traditions, but not a ton, but definitely like the holiday season is going to be so fun and I am very excited. The last 5 years, Christmas and everything has been, like, it's been good, but it always was a reminder of what we wish we were doing instead. And so to finally have that moment where you're, you know, living out that dream is going to be really, really cool. But also I think just the like little details, just little things like going to the park and having a movie night on like Fridays and doing things together. Like really all I can imagine is us just all being together as a family and just enjoying the little things. So I think that's pretty much it. As for like wrapping this all up, I really am so much more calm now. I think I say that and like next week I'm gonna be all stressy, but I feel just really good, and I just feel like this is where I'm meant to be, this is what I'm meant to be doing, and it's a really good feeling. So I'm very excited to just have some of that stress just float away for a little while. I'm sure as the birth starts to come closer I'll get stressed again, but this is like a little bit of little slice of pie of bliss for me right now. Okay, so now what you guys are all waiting for is the bump. It's been really fun to see like each week and each day what it looks like and if it's grown or what, and it's kind of one of those things where it was so gradual, but also at one point, like just like 2 days ago, Caleb and I were looking at it and we're like, wait a second, it's real, it's actually there. It's not just like bloat or whatever, it's actually a bump. And so that's really, really fun. Okay, but enough blabbing, here it is. There it is. So I want to say thank you guys for watching, and thank you for your questions on Instagram, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.